Harry's Pat Tillman Award revoked after Mary Tillman discloses shocking details about Harry on air. In a bombshell revelation that's rocked the royal family, the Pat Tillman Foundation has revoked Prince Harry's prestigious Pat Tillman Award for service following explosive allegations made by Mary Tillman, the mother of the late war hero Pat Tillman. The award, presented to Prince Harry in 2018 for his work with the Invictus Games, a sporting event for wounded, injured or sick military personnel and veterans, has been rescinded amid claims of gross misuse of funds and mistreatment of participants. Mary Tillman, a longtime advocate for veterans' rights, disclosed a litany of disturbing details about Prince Harry's conduct while overseeing the Invictus Games. "It's absolutely heartbreaking to see what Harry's done," Tillman said. "The Invictus Games were meant to be a beacon of hope and healing for our wounded warriors, but under Harry's leadership it became a personal piggy bank and a vanity project for him and Meghan." Tillman's allegations paint a troubling picture of Prince Harry's tenure as a patron of the Invictus Games. She claims the prince routinely berated and humiliated participants, mocking their injuries and disabilities, and displaying a blatant disregard for their well-being. Harry would constantly belittle the veterans, making fun of their wounds and telling them that they weren't tough enough to compete, Tillman said. He seemed to have no empathy or understanding of the sacrifices that these men and women have made for their country. But the accusations go beyond verbal abuse. Tillman also alleges that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle engaged in widespread embezzlement of Invictus Games funds, siphoning millions of dollars away from the event and its participants to fund their lavish lifestyle. The amount of money that they were spending on things like designer clothes, private jets and extravagant parties was just obscene, Tillman said. Meanwhile, the veterans were struggling to get the basic support and resources that they needed to participate in the games. Tillman claims that she repeatedly raised concerns about the misuse of funds with the Invictus Games leadership, but her pleas for accountability fell on deaf ears. "They just shut me down every time I tried to bring this to light," she said. It was clear that Harry and Meghan had the full backing of the organisation, and they were able to do whatever they wanted without any consequences. The revelations have sent shockwaves through the Invictus Games community, with many veterans and supporters expressing outrage and betrayal. Some have even called for a full investigation into Prince Harry's conduct and the financial management of the event. "We trusted Harry to be a champion for us, and he turned out to be nothing more than a selfish, entitled bully," said one former Invictus Games participant, who spoke on condition of anonymity. "The fact that he was using our pain and sacrifice to line his own pockets is just sickening." In response to the allegations, the Pat Tillman Foundation issued a swift and unequivocal statement, saying that it had no choice but to revoke the Pat Tillman Award for service. Moreover, the revelations have the potential to further strain the already fraught relationship between the British royal family and the Sussexes, who've been embroiled in a series of high-profile disputes since their dramatic departure from the monarchy in 2020. As the dust settles on this latest scandal, one thing's clear. The legacy of the Invictus Games, intended to be a symbol of resilience and camaraderie for wounded warriors, has been irrevocably tarnished by the alleged actions of a member of the British royal family. For Mary Tillman and the countless veterans affected by this scandal, the quest for justice and accountability will no doubt continue. But the damage done to the Invictus Games and the trust of those it was meant to serve may be a wound that takes a long time to heal.